Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, where we bring you the most critical updates from the world of global currency shifts. Today, we're covering what could be the biggest financial revelation of the decade. After years of speculation and patient waiting, the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong is no longer just a theory. According to recent confirmation from former President Trump, the RV has been finalized. Exchange centers have opened their doors, appointments are being scheduled, and rates are officially active. If you've been holding on and wondering when the tide would finally turn, this is the moment you've waited for. Imagine waking up to hear that former President Trump himself has acknowledged what dinar and dong holders have long anticipated. The revaluation is not pending, it's complete. The gears of this historic transition are already in motion, and this is no longer confined to speculation or forum chatter. Exchange locations across the country have initiated structured appointment waves, with selected individuals already being contacted. This financial transformation isn't just significant. It could reshape the lives of those who held on through years of uncertainty. Trump's statement triggered a surge of energy throughout the financial community. He confirmed that both the Iraqi and Vietnamese currencies have undergone their long-anticipated reset. New rates are live and visible within the internal systems of authorized exchange centers. These aren't hypothetical numbers. They're the real rates being applied in ongoing transactions. Individuals who registered in advance are now receiving notifications, signaling the beginning of redemption scheduling. It's happening now, and it's moving fast. So, what exactly does it mean when experts say the RV is complete? It means the value of the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong has officially been adjusted, and new fixed exchange rates are already active. No longer floating in the realm of financial guesswork, these currencies are now showing up on banking platforms with verified values. Across the U.S., specific locations within major banks and dedicated redemption offices are beginning to facilitate structured exchange. The rollout is happening in stages to maintain order and security. If you've held onto your currency, it's now a verified asset. Exchange centers have begun calling in pre-approved individuals for appointments. Each participant must follow strict guidelines, including documentation of holdings and identity verification. If you haven't yet been contacted, there's no need to panic. The rollout is layered to avoid congestion, and experts suggest that full access for the public could be only a few days away. Now let's talk about the figures that everyone's asking about. Trusted sources indicate that the updated value for the Iraqi dinar is coming in around $40.00 per unit. The Vietnamese dong is reportedly sitting close to $229.00. These are fixed figures, reflecting new levels of economic backing and regional financial confidence. What this means in practice is stunning. If someone holds 1 million dinar, that translates into a potential value of over $40 million, 0 cents in U.S. currency. These are not projections or assumptions. These are active, operational values now being confirmed at centers nationwide. Let that sink in for a moment. For many, this represents the financial breakthrough they've hoped for. The numbers are real, the screens are live, and the process is underway. How did we get to this point? Why now? The answer is rooted in years of work behind the scenes by both Iraq and Vietnam. Iraq's economic reforms included expanded oil exports, a revamped banking structure, and a concerted push to attract foreign investment. Meanwhile, Vietnam has emerged as one of Asia's fastest-growing economies, with increasing trade links and a rapidly modernizing infrastructure. Together, these developments formed the foundation required for such a massive financial reset to take place. This moment isn't an accident. It's the outcome of meticulous planning, international negotiation, and economic alignment. What's happening today is the result of real groundwork laid over multiple years. And the benefits of that work are now being felt not just in those countries but across the globe, including here in the United States. As we move forward, preparation is key. The next steps for anyone holding dinar or dong include reviewing your documentation, confirming your holdings, and having 2 forms of identification ready. Most redemption centers are asking for a government-issued ID, as well as a second verification document like a utility bill or similar proof of address. It's also a good idea to keep photocopies and logbooks of your currency amount. These organizational steps can make a huge difference during your exchange appointment. Time is limited. Based on insider guidance, the redemption window may only last 10 to 14 days, so when you receive your invitation, be ready to respond quickly. This window is being tightly managed to ensure that every individual gets the correct rate and service while avoiding chaotic crowds. Public redemptions may follow this initial phase, but don't rely on that timeline. If you're in possession of these currencies, you need to stay plugged in, monitor your notifications, and be ready to act. As this transition unfolds, it's vital that you remain consistently connected. Check your email, monitor your phone, and don't ignore your physical mail either. Notifications may arrive through any of these channels. This is not the time to go off-grid. The process is being implemented in phases, and your timing could make a significant difference. Each appointment is designed to follow a structured path, ensuring you receive accurate rates and secure handling of your funds. If you're among the many who haven't yet received their exchange notification, don't panic. Experts are assuring the public that additional waves of notifications will continue to roll out over the next few days. The intention is to avoid overwhelming the system while still moving quickly enough to accommodate as many individuals as possible within the initial exchange window. And what if you're someone who isn't currently holding IQD or VND? Does that mean the opportunity is gone? Not entirely. Financial experts are already pointing to a possible second wave of activity involving other currencies from emerging markets. The global revaluation process may not stop with Iraq and Vietnam. This moment could serve as a wake-up call for those who missed the first boat to start preparing for what's ahead. Keep a close eye on developing economies, watch for policy shifts, and use this as motivation to diversify early and strategically. Let's now return to something that demands special attention: security. Unfortunately, whenever money moves in large amounts, bad actors emerge. In the current environment, scams are a real threat. Already, some individuals are reporting suspicious messages, counterfeit documentation, and fraudulent requests to mail in physical currency. Do not fall for these traps. No legitimate center or bank will ever ask you to send currency through the mail or disclose personal information over insecure channels. Your best defense is caution and knowledge. Work only with officially verified exchange centers or authorized banking locations. If something feels wrong, like offers that promise inflated rates or backdoor deals, it probably is. Stick to trusted sources, avoid shady platforms, and don't allow urgency to override logic. Always confirm details through official channels before taking any action. If you're unsure, reach out to a reliable financial professional or even your local bank for clarification. While you're making plans for exchange, there's another area you must not overlook: taxation. Yes, while this RV brings exciting returns, it also comes with legal and financial responsibilities. Governments will expect a share, and failing to plan for that now could lead to massive penalties later. This is where early action pays off. Set up an appointment with a licensed tax advisor who understands the unique nature of currency exchanges. Depending on your country of residence, capital gains and other tax implications could apply, and having a smart strategy now could save you thousands or even millions down the road. Start organizing your tax documents right away. Keep clear records of how much currency you've held, how long you've had it, and any associated costs. Consider setting aside a portion of your new capital gains for tax obligations. Don't let the thrill of your windfall cloud your judgment. Prepare for all angles so you're not caught off guard when filing season arrives. Once you've exchanged and accounted for taxes, it's time to think long-term. What do you want this money to do for you? Whether it's investing in new opportunities, paying off debts, or building something sustainable for your family's future, having a financial roadmap is key. The most successful transitions are made by those who treat this not as a moment to splurge, but as a chance to transform their financial lives with intention. Surround yourself with the right people. A team of experts can help guide your decisions. A tax advisor, a licensed financial planner, and depending on your situation, a legal consultant, to set up asset protection structures such as trusts or LLCs. This isn't about paranoia, it's about being smart. Proper planning can shield your wealth and give you the freedom to grow it without unnecessary exposure to legal or financial pitfalls. This revaluation is one of the rare moments when everyday people have the chance to experience a major shift in their financial trajectory. But with that power comes risk, especially if decisions are rushed or made without good guidance. This is your opportunity to be deliberate, to be wise, and to take charge of a future that only a few ever get to step into. And don't forget the value of the community around you. The journey to this point has been long and often frustrating, but many have walked it together. Investors from all over the world have spent years in discussion forums, watching every development, encouraging one another through setbacks. That community matters now more than ever. Stay connected. Share your experience when you receive your exchange appointment. Warn others about scams, answer questions if you've already gone through the process. This network of knowledge is what helped so many get here, and it will continue to help guide others forward. What's happening today is more than a currency shift. It's the realignment of global finance, the recognition of nations that were once dismissed, and the empowerment of those who chose to believe early. Don't squander this moment. Use it to strengthen your foundation, empower your future, and help others do the same. As we reach this unprecedented moment, it's important to recognize the wider impact of this revaluation, not just on investors, but on the countries at the heart of it all. For Iraq and Vietnam, this is more than a financial adjustment. It's a doorway to global inclusion and national revitalization. The effects of a stronger currency extend far beyond banknotes. They touch job markets, trade potential, infrastructure projects, and the lives of everyday citizens who've faced economic hardship for decades. With currencies now stabilized, both nations have a clearer path to long-term growth. Iraq's reinvestment into its oil and tech sectors is gaining traction, and Vietnam continues to be one of Asia's strongest emerging economies. This reset provides them with international leverage, attracting stronger trade partners and allowing them to secure better deals on global platforms. It also opens doors for domestic progress, better-paying jobs, improved healthcare, and greater investment in education. These nations are not just rebuilding, they're redefining their global identities. And while it's exciting to see headlines about million-dollar redemptions and massive rate increases, it's equally important to stay grounded. This isn't about short-term excitement. This is about sustained transformation, for them and for you. Those who approach this moment with clarity and purpose will be in the best position to thrive, both financially and personally. As the global financial landscape adjusts, media outlets around the world are starting to catch on. Market responses are beginning to show. Currencies that were once ignored, labeled as unstable or undervalued, are now commanding attention. The Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong have shifted from being overlooked to being the focus of global economic analysis, and rightfully so. Behind these currencies are stories of resilience, reform, and strategic growth. This shift also represents a kind of financial justice. For years, nations like Iraq and Vietnam were sidelined by larger economic powers. Now their voices are entering the global financial conversation with credibility and impact. And you, every individual who took a leap of faith and held on through the uncertainty, are a part of that story. If you're still feeling unsure or overwhelmed, that's okay. This is a once-in-a-generation moment. The best thing you can do right now is empower yourself with knowledge, study the revaluation process, Understand how exchange logistics work. Join groups that offer verified information and be cautious of anything that seems sensationalized or disconnected from facts. The more you know, the more confident you'll be when it's your turn at the exchange table. Let's recap what's already in motion. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong is now a confirmed reality. Former President Trump has issued a public statement supporting this development. Exchange centers have opened across the United States and beyond. Appointments are being scheduled. Fixed rates, reported to be around $0.40 for the dinar and $0.02 for the dong, are now showing live on financial systems. This isn't a test run. This is it. If you're holding either of these currencies, your next steps are crucial. Organize your documentation, secure your holdings, and remain alert for contact from verified sources. When your turn comes, walk in with clarity and readiness, not desperation. Don't rush, but don't delay. You've waited a long time for this. Make it count. Use this opportunity not just to gain wealth, but to build security. Eliminate debt. Invest wisely, create a lasting foundation for your family and future. There will be temptations to spend impulsively, but real wealth comes from patience, structure, and vision. Don't let excitement lead to regret. Let it be the beginning of your new financial discipline. And remember, this is a shared moment. We got here together. This channel, the online communities, the financial circles that debated and doubted and dissected every piece of news for years, all of us now get to see it happen. Let's stay connected. Share your journey in the comments. Let others know what you're experiencing. If you've gone through your appointment, tell us what to expect. If you're still waiting, ask questions. That's how we move forward, together. As Iraq and Vietnam step boldly into a new era, let's not lose sight of the sacrifices that brought us to this point. These nations endured turmoil, overcame instability, and worked through enormous challenges to deliver what we're witnessing today. Take a moment to celebrate their progress and keep them in your thoughts as they continue this path of transformation. This revaluation isn't just about personal gain. It's about global respect and the empowerment of nations long. We'll continue to follow every major development as it unfolds. The team here at Iraqi Dinar News remains committed to delivering accurate, timely, and verified updates. We're not here for the hype. We're here for the facts, for the truth, and for the people who've waited for this breakthrough to become real. If you found value in today's video, give it a like and share it with others who need to hear this. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss another critical update. Let us know in the comments, what are your next steps? What does this moment mean to you? How are you preparing to make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Thank you for being part of this community. Your financial future is no longer a distant possibility. It's knocking at your door. Stay smart, stay focused, and stay ready.